Back Row Ministry, the World Premiere, Mr. Motley coming at you live and direct. So, going to look at the death of Reche Caldwell, former NFL wide receiver. Reche Caldwell, as you see, wore the number 87. 87 when he played for the New England Patriots. We'll come discuss the significance of number 87. So, Reche Caldwell, former San Diego Chargers and New England Patriots wide receiver, was shot and killed Saturday in Tampa. So, already we get two big pieces out of this story. First of all, he's an ex-New England Patriot who lived in Tampa and was shot and killed in Tampa. And as we know, the relationship between New England and Tampa now is Tampa received Tom Brady from the New England Patriots. Reche Caldwell, a Tampa native, shot in Tampa after New England gives Tampa Tom Brady. So there's your ritualistic sacrifice for the coming of Tom Brady. Tampa had to give up one of his own, Reche Caldwell. Says that Caldwell was 41. 41, we know, is a 41 is the 13th prime number. I'll pull that up for those that don't understand what we're saying. He was ambushed by a couple of people outside of his house, apparently with the intent of robbing him. So we got a lot of looting going on inside of our ritual. And see how they highlighted a couple of people? We're going to look at that word too. And the intent was robbing him. So we know we got a lot of looting going on inside of this COVID-19 ritual. And that's what happened to Reche Caldwell. That's what his mother indicated. So biggest part of this ritual is Caldwell 87. Where's the number 87? New England Patriots, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the whole trade piece, and so on. All right, so Reche Caldwell, born May 28th, 1979. So one thing you can do is always look at certain things. So the first thing we're going to do is look at the number 41 for those that don't understand. So number properties, we work in triangular numbers, we work in Fibonacci numbers, we work in prime numbers, and prime numbers are big numbers, one set of our big numbers. So Caldwell 41. 41 is the 13th prime number, 13. Anytime you see the number 13, as in Friday the 13th, is always that number that symbolizes change. And Friday the 13th is a popular number due to what happened to the Knights Templar on Friday the 13th, when the Knights Templar was slaughtered by the order of the king. Knights Templar are stated to be responsible for the banking systems we have in place today. So 41 to 13 prime number. And it was somebody said it on shoot. So March 28th is his birthday. I don't want to lose what I got, so I'm gonna add a new one. Lose everything I put up on there. So going to our tools, we're gonna do date durations. We'll do March 28th. So from his birthday, January, February, March is the third month, 28th day, and make sure we put 2020. To the report of his death, which is Saturday. So we know that Saturday was 7-6. 7-6. They with 66 numerology, Revelation, 66 prophecy, 66 my fault. So that's a day with 66 numerology. So it's 2 months, 9 days from his birthday to the date of his death on that Saturday. So Saturday had the numerology of 52, 16, 32. NFL is 32. We'll pull that up so you can have that. Let's add that to what we're doing. So NFL is 32. NFL is 14, 86, 63. NFL is 13. Then he died at age 41. 14 is the reverse of 41. Also, if you look at numbers one way, 66, NFL is 66. He died on a date with 66 numerology. Where did we get that? Saturday was the 6th month. Saturday was the sixth day. He died on the 6 month, sixth day, which is 66. That's the way you have to look at it. So Robert C. NFL's 32, 14. You see the symbolism inside of the death. So his death day was selected. So also is a date with 144 numerology. And once again, we go right back to the 144. Another reason why this date was selected. So even inside of the New England trade to Tampa for Brady, it's still the same ritual. We haven't got out of the ritual. It's still that hunt for the 144. So, he died on a date that represented the 144. Okay? See how they do it? So don't think this is mysterious the way they do things. All right. Major reporting for this story is today. Richie's death. All right, we saw a lot of reporting. So let's get to Richie's number. So Richie wore number 78, and first you look at it two ways. So he wore 87. 87 is nothing. So that's not the way they're trying to show you that number. What they are trying to show you is the number 78, which is backwards. So you got to look at a number forward and backwards. As above, so is below. So reflection of the number, we always talk about reflection. So 78 is the number of completion. 78 is the number of completion. 12. 78 is the 12th triangle number, and 12 is a number of completion. So anytime we talk about something being complete, usually you'll see the number 12. Let's see if I can pull it up, you guys. Let me show you. Yeah, but anytime you look in your script, you'll see the number 12, and 12 is always that number of completion. Completion is 43. 43, of course, is 12. 4 times 3 is 12. So that's that number of completion. That's why in Masonry, 43 is a Masonic number. 4 times 3 is 12. Remember that. That's just a number of completion. All right. All right, so that completes that ritual. With Richie going to, and we also grab Reche Caldwell, grab full name too. That completes that number of ritual between Tampa Bay and New England. And like I said, Tampa Bay had to get something. Remember, Tampa Bay lost all that WrestleMania money due to the COVID-19. So they had to give Tampa Bay something. Florida's going to come out like fat rats due to this coronavirus thing. So that's why Tampa got that, and we'll put Tampa in our son. So real easy to kind of decode these bullshit blood sacrifices. This is an easy one. We know Richie's from Tampa. Tampa gets Brady. Brady and Richie connect with New England. There must be a sacrifice to build this energy for this big ritual that they had. This is a major ritual. Brady coming to Tampa Bay. So it's a major ritual. And now you see that famous Jameis had a lot to do with this ritual, because remember all the interceptions he threw, but still had a record season for Tampa Bay last year. So famous Jameis still has to pay for some of the stuff he's done in his career. A lot of those rapes that he got away with, that he actually committed. So yeah, it wasn't a reason. It wasn't a mystery why famous Jameis had to sell out the way he did last season. So Richie, 111. 111 has a lot to do with time. We see some 57. But in reverse single reduction, we see 78. And his number, 87, is a reflection of 78. Reche Caldwell is 78. We also put New England. And we'll put Tampa in, because that's where he died, in Tampa. All right, so Tampa is 51 and 15. Tampa is also 312. That takes us back to our 312 ritual. See how we say everything continues? The ritual doesn't stop. New York is Tampa is 39, the New York number. Tampa is 12. See that? Tampa is 12. There's your number of completion right there. That's why you had that 78 inside of that 87, the number of completion. 44 is the kill code. So all this is kind of vibrating already. All right, so let's find our vibrations. Let's find how they vibrated this ritual together. In my opinion, they got to connect the ritual, and the numbers must connect in one form or fashion. So killed and shot is 53. Killed is 53 by itself. Shot is 62. Death is 38. Richie is 39 and 30. 30 is already death. So we know that Richie is 30. Death is 20. Death is 38. Killed, we got our kill codes. That's something I want to pull up to show connection of ritual. All right, couple of things we're going to put in our calculator. All right, so we got a lot of things to vibrate. All right, so murder is 30. See, murder, 34, 83, 38. The number of death, 56. Jewish reduction is 30. And we go to Richie. Richie, of course, is murdered, 39 and 30. There's your 39 and 30. You go to the NFL, 32-14. NFL is 30. Richie, former NFL star. Go to Tampa, 15. Tampa's 30. Tampa's 39. Richie vibrates with Tampa, of course, 39 and 30. Killed in Tampa. Where's that killed and shot? Did I put that in there? So shot and killed is 143, 134, 53, 62, 71. Got some 73 in there. 55, that 144, which we talked about. So 53, we look for our 53 or 62 vibration. Find that on Sunday, because Sunday was a day also with 53 numerology, and the story came out actually on Sunday. 43. We got 153 vibration, 53, second line from the top. Sacrifice is 53. So go sacrifice, 53 in Jewish reduction, sacrifice. Shot and killed is 53. And if we go to the days of the week for that day, which was when the story came out, was yesterday. Pull up our date duration. So this story came out on a day with 67 gematria, and also we reversed that to 76. Let's keep that up. And you see, Sunday was a day with 53 numerology, 17 numerology, a kill code, 15 numerology, 13 numerology, 41, 13 prime number. Day 53, 53 is sacrifice. So remember I said it's going to be some bloody stuff going on. There will be something that takes place. Anytime you see 53 and 17 kill code, you know there's going to be some form of sacrifice, some form of blood ritual on that day, and that's what we get. We get the death of Reche Caldwell. Reche Caldwell, 111, 57. 69, 78, 99, and we find our 57 coding. Search for your 57 coding inside of here. Got 111 coding. Richie is 111. And try to find out 57. I know I've seen a bunch of 57. Got some 75 coding and Def. Def is 75. The reflection of 57. Any more 57? I think that's all the 57 I see. There's another 75, but I think that's 75. NFL is 75, the reflection of 57. So no 57, but a lot of 75. There's one 57 that's at the top. I think that's the one. So Tampa is 57. We go Tampa. Tampa, 1, 2, 3, 4 down. 57. Tampa, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tampa's 57. Tampa's 57. Reche Caldwell 57. So see the vibration of why this happened in Tampa. So, everything they do is scripted according to the vibrations of the day, and numerology plays a big part in ritual. It has to be a part of ritual. Okay. So easy to kind of decode this one. This was simple. They gave up so much of the story. And, once you learn how to look at these stories, it becomes easier and easier. Kill is 17. He died on a date with 17 in numerology. And then I took it deeper. I started looking at, the other parts of the ritual. So curfew. So a lot of the curfews were called off yesterday. Lori Lightfoot called off a curfew in Chicago. And that was yesterday. So curfew 76, I looked at curfew 31, the 11th prime number. Curfew's 86, 32. Remember, NFL is 32. So curfew called off. Curfew is also 78. Caldwell water number 78. That's on that Sunday when the curfew was called off on Sunday. Well, today is 7/8, so a lot of the curfew was kind of in. A lot of the restrictions, the coronavirus restriction end on 78. 78 is 12, the number of completion. So suddenly, all of a sudden, the curfews, and they're not worried about the looters anymore. They're not worried about the coronavirus spreads anymore. They're just starting to lower the curfews and open up the cities. Remarkable how something disappears. But Trump said that the coronavirus would disappear after a while. People would just start to forget about it. And the more they push these police issues, the more people are going to forget about it. That's how they do it. They'll play the game for a little bit while longer, but that's how they do it. And I forgot to put let's put this other piece in there. Okay, so the person himself, Mr. Ritual himself, Tom Brady. Tom, 98, 35, 46. He carries the number of sacrifice. And Tom, the big number for Tom is 12. And that Tom is also 87. See how Tom is 87? We got Tom, 87. We got Brother Richie, 87. You see how they connected the two rituals, how this player was selected for Tom Brady. And that's the sickness of it. They selected this player for Tom Brady. Or Tom selected this player for himself, but it had to be somebody within his gematria that was chosen for the sacrifice. Tom is 12. 12 is the 78 prime number. See how they do it? So this is the sickness of these people. This is the sickness of these people. So Tom Brady, your hero, is one of these sick blood demons, as I like to call him. He's a blood demon. He does anything they say. They created him. Tom Brady is really a garbage quarterback. He can't move in the pocket. He's tall, lanky, can't really move in the pocket. And once the pocket collapses, you find out what type of person Tom Brady really is. And don't be surprised if Tampa doesn't have a great season. Just because a quarterback move don't mean he's going to have a great season. Maybe Tom gets exposed for who he is. Who knows? But, don't get it twisted. Sacrifice 46. Tom Brady, the ultimate sacrifice, is 46. So don't get it twisted with this guy. He is Mr. Ritual, and they put all the rituals around him. That's who he is. Tom, 33, 15. So a ritual for Tom Brady. Just 53, 15, numerology, 5 times 3. This is what it is. This is what it is. And people fall in love with these guys, and these be the main guys who are caught up in a lot of these rituals. So don't get caught up in this foolishness with people like Tom Brady. He's a blood demon. He's a blood demon, and that's what he does. So rest in peace, Reche Caldwell, a guy who just wanted to play professional football and probably didn't know what he was getting himself into, signed a contract, and he is now blood sacrificed for the city of Tampa to receive Tom Brady. That's just the way the game works. That's the way the game works. So that's what it is. So I also had put this picture of Lori Lightfoot lifting the citywide curfew. Chicago was just in turmoil the other day. And on 7/7, she releases the citywide curfew. So, they're playing the game. Why I keep saying 7/7? I just want it to be, I don't know. But 6/7, my fault. So 6 times 7, of course, is 42. The Niger number. So Niger makes his decision. And then this Caldwell story comes out. So 53, 17 to kill Cole, 33, 15. All numbers for that day. So we get the Reche Caldwell story, and then the curfews mysteriously get removed on Sunday. All the curfews is just gone away with all the rioting and looting, and that's how you know it was a staged event that they were sending people in. I got my mom out of Chicago because stuff was getting out of control. Hopefully in a couple of weeks she'll be able to go back if I think it's time for her to just go. A lot of these cities, just get the hell out of some of these cities because they got plans for them anyway. But something I was going to do with that story. All right, so let's look at our vibrations of why it was important. Also, we said curfew. Curfew 6 was 76/31. They do it a day after 7/6. The plan is in place to remove the curfew, though. All right, 86/32, 32 NFL. So you see the relationship with Sunday. 33 also. 88 curfew is 88. See also what they give us in this story. 9 p.m. She picks 9 p.m. effective 9 p.m. All right, so a little bit on Lori Lightfoot. And if you count the way she did it, so Lightfoot first imposed a 9 p.m. through 6 a.m., 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 15. That's your number 15. It ended on, and we put 15 in here. And 15 is our fifth, I think I want to say triangular number. That's the number balance. So 5 is always your number balance. Why 15 was important to the ritual. And of course you go back to 6, 7. So 6, 7 is 5 times 3, which is 15. So 9 to 6 a.m. is 15. 9 plus 6 is 15. She ends the curfew on a day with 15 numerology. So everything, like I say, they do is according to the script. Also 33. Curfew is 33. So not surprising they ended the curfew on that day. So just to get people the understanding of the importance of the script and keeping the script going. They have to keep the script going, but you gotta have these numbers must vibrate with what they're doing in the ritual. So just look to the vibrations. Look to the vibrations. Look at all the 15 in Tom. So look to the vibration. 3 times 5 in Tom Brady, 15. Look to the vibration. That's all you have to do to kind of decode these stories. Tampa, 15. So they do things the day of. The death could happen the day before. The reporting has to happen the next day. And sometimes the reporting will happen months down the road. Look at the Aubrey story. How far down the road they did that to match it up with numerology and gematria for the ritual. So the gematria and numerology must vibrate because that's how they create the energy for their story. So, like I say, Reche Caldwell murdered for Tom Brady to go to Tampa. Curfews mysteriously end. Coronavirus. News reports are disappearing, being covered up by stories of police brutality on purpose to get you off of the coronavirus and get you out of that. But we're moving to the next part of this military state, which is the creation of the stormtrooper. And people, like I say, you're not paying attention. The stormtrooper was coming. And with this defunding of the police department, which is not a good thing. You already got drones flying. Who to say you can't weaponize those drones at some point, which they will be doing. And now you'll have a RoboCop type of police force being developed. Because what happens when private-owned companies decide to fund the police department? Once again, I'll leave it this. What happens when private-owned companies decide to fund police departments? And I'll let you take it from there. If you've seen RoboCop and OCP, I hope you know what I mean. Mr. Mockney, Back Road Ministry. Everybody have a great day. Peace and accuracy.